The Credits and Adjustments presentation is intended for administrators responsible for the configuration of remittance processing, but may also be of benefit to users who are seeking a deeper understanding of how remittance processing works. The bulk of remittance processing configuration occurs in Database Setup Utility. Within this utility is a tab for remittance processing that contains two subtabs. The subtabs are the Credits Adjustments tab and the Schedules tab. This presentation will guide you in the required configuration of the Credits and Adjustments tab. Depending on your billing system configuration, the Credits Adjustments tab will display one or more directory configurations. The directories listed for configuration are only those directories that serve as the source directory for credit codes used in your system. For single directory systems, only one source directory will be displayed. In multiple directory systems, one or more source directories could be displayed. I'll give you two extreme examples. I could have a billing system with 10 directories that all share the credit code from one directory. If this is the case, then only one source directory would be displayed for configuration. However, if there's no credit code sharing in the 10 directory billing system, then I would have 10 source directories to configure. For each listed directory, you will configure credit codes to be used for 4 broad payer categories, as well as payer overrides for individual payer codes. You will configure up to 3 credit codes for each payer category or payer. You'll select the credit code to be used when posting a payment, a credit code for posting an adjustment, and a credit code for posting a 0 credit to a call. To set up the credits adjustments for a directory, select the source directory and then click the Edit button. The Edit Remittance Credit Adjustments shows a section for each of the 4 broad categories of payer codes: Medicare, Medicaid, Insurance, and Other. The credit codes configured for Medicare will be used when crediting any payer code that is configured as a Medicare type. The Medicaid credit codes will be used when crediting for any payer code configured as a Medicaid type. The insurance configuration will be used when crediting for any payer code that is configured as an insurance type. And finally, the other configuration will be used for all other payer types. If more control is needed for a specific payer code, then a payer override can be configured. Let's look at the configuration for each payer category. The first credit code selected will be the credit used when posting a $0 credit code to a call. This code will typically be used when the claim has been denied. The payment credit code will be used to create a credit when the payer has paid an amount which is other than $0 for that claim. Before a credit code can be used for posting adjustments to the call, you must first select the Create Adjustments checkbox, and then select a credit code to use for the adjustments created from the remittance, which is shown here. Only choose the Create Adjustments checkbox if you are contractually obligated to accept adjustments from all payers for the payer category being configured. Typically, this is only going to include Medicare or Medicaid categories. For categories where you must accept adjustments from some payers but not from others, please configure payer overrides. To configure a payer override, click the Payer Override button. Select the payer code that you want to create overrides for, and then set the options for credit codes and creating adjustments. When a payer override is selected for a payer code, then the $0 credit code, the payment credit code, and adjustment checkbox code for the payer code will be used for credits from this payer instead of the configuration for the payer type, shown on the first screen. An example of when to configure a payer override would be a provider with a negotiated contract for Blue Cross Blue Shield. For Blue Cross claims, it's desirable to create adjustments, while for other non-contracted insurance payers, adjustments would not be appropriate. There's one other very important thing to know about adjustments. If you use the automatic contractual adjustment feature in billing to post adjustments as charges are entered, you should disable that feature before you begin creating adjustments with remittance processing. Otherwise, you will get duplicate adjustments. TriTech strongly recommends posting adjustments from the remittance file rather than via the automatic contractual adjustment feature. If adjustments are not posted from the remittance file via remittance processing will lose the ability to correct payer adjustments and payment errors via the remittance system. For more information on the configuration or usage of remittance processing, please view the other presentations in the remittance processing series. Thank you.